Drew Sports presents Drew's Week 3 recap.
Happy Monday, everyone. Thanks for being back again. We are recapping Week 3, some of the great happenings that happened in Week 3, some of the not so great things that happened in Week 3. Obviously, we always overreact, not overreact, and also recap my picks from last week. Let's see how we did, shall we? Well, here's my best bets. Texas A&M, meh. I guess Arkansas is the real deal. They're now up to 8th in the country. They beat the crap out of Texas A&M, especially defensively. I was wrong. I was wrong on Arkansas. Usually in college football, you don't go from, one of the worst teams in the Power 5 conferences for several years to one of the best teams in the country. I don't know if we're there with Arkansas, but they're definitely better than I thought. Probably a top 25 school. Gotta give them credit where credit's due. I was wrong. Thought the -4. I took the bait. Poopy. Pats week. Yeah, that game didn't go how I expected. When it was 7-0 Saints, I was like, yeah, this is not how I expected it to go. The Pats just don't play well from behind. And that was proven this week. I still think they have a good defense. I still think that they'll be a solid team this year. But they're staring 1-3 flat in the face because I don't know if they're going to beat Mr. Thomas Edward Brady next week. But we'll see. Probably be a good game. Bengals, sweet. Yes, the Bengals. That was my favorite bet of the week. Bengals +3 at Pittsburgh. I told you that the Steelers were not a good football team this year, and that the Bengals were going to go in there and pull the upset. And guess what? They didn't just pull the upset; they won emphatically, 24-10. Told you. Jets game. Yeah, that was pretty lame. I thought the Broncos would maybe have a little bit of a trap game as the Broncos' schedule toughens up. But no, the Broncos took care of business even though KJ Hamler is out for the season with a torn ACL, killer injury. All of a sudden, a wide receiving corps that was deep is not so deep, but they still should be able to withstand it. Luckily, they do have depth at the wide receiver position. But the Jets, they're just a bad team. Zach Wilson looks lost like a little puppy dog. And I got to take my medicine for taking the Jets, So, and then the Rams, told you the Rams were going to blow out the Bucks. Did I not say that? I did say that. And guess what? I was correct. The Rams won by 10. Honestly, it felt like even more of a blowout than that. The Bucks scored late to even lose by 10. Yes. So 2-3 for the week. Still 11-6 for the season on my best bets. I'll take that. But you know what? Since I had a losing week, I'm going to put egg on my face in the video on Friday while I make my picks next week. I'm going to have egg dripping down my brow. Check it out. See if I can make it without blinding my eyes with egg yolk and getting egg all over my patio floor. Alright, so let's go to my 2 overreactions, 2 underreactions for the week. My first overreaction is start Trey Lance now. Come on. I was on Twitter, I always am, chatting with my Twitter friends, throughout the Sunday night game last night. Everybody is just like, start Trey Lance now. You see that quarterback run on the outside for the touchdown at the end of the first half? He's so much better than Jimmy G. Let's see, Trevor Lawrence, meh. Justin Fields, ugh. Mac Jones, eh. And obviously Josh Wilson, as we've already talked about Josh Wilson. I'm sorry, Zach Wilson, Josh Wilson. Never mind, Josh Wilson. See, I'm confusing their names, to be honest with you. But anyways, they've all been pretty bad, and I'm pretty sure, just going on the limb, Jimmy Garoppolo gives the Niners the best chance to win now and probably for the rest of this season. So if you want to compete in a hyper-competitive NFC West, and the Niners play the Seahawks and the Cardinals, a desperate Seahawks team, and an Arizona team who is probably going to be coming off a loss to the Rams this week, so they're probably also going to be a little bit of desperation. The Niners have a very tough schedule coming up, and they don't want to fall behind in the division. If they start Trey Lance, they probably will fall behind, no matter how clever Kyle Shanahan is in calling plays. Anyways, my second overreaction, because, in the world of football, we love the panic. It is urgent. I know it is, but the Chiefs in panic mode. Not yet. I am not going there yet. That was a concerning defeat to the Chargers yesterday with 4 turnovers. The Chiefs really, the last couple of games, have beat themselves. They cleaned up some of the turnovers. They played better on defense yesterday, even though Justin Herbert is a baller with 4 touchdowns. But overall, the Chiefs did play better defensively, cleaned up some of the defensive issues. Chargers got bailed out with a penalty on a 4th and 9. That was, I say let them play. That's just my opinion. Anyways, Chiefs should not be in panic mode yet. If they lose to the Eagles, a team that just lost by 20 earlier this evening, next week, then it's time to panic. But not yet. Chiefs should be fine, but the AFC West is going to be a dogfight because there's not a bad team in that division. There's really not a bad team in either West division, even though many people are starting to bail on the Seahawks. Don't bail on them yet. Not overreaction. Big Ben is done. Yeah. I kind of said I come to year in my predictions. I predicted the Steelers to win 6 games this year and to battle with Cincinnati for last place. We got thrown off the scent in week 1 when the Bills lost to the Steelers, which might be one of the biggest anomalies. It is any given Sunday. Things happen. Steelers defense, Josh Allen looked rusty. Steelers defense played awesome. They still have a decent defense, but Big Ben just looks cooked. Like, they have a lot of weapons. I know they can't block, but like literally it just looks like he just has nothing on his throws over 10 yards down the field right now. And you know, it's been a great career. He's going to be a Hall of Famer someday, Big Ben Roethlisberger, but it is looking like Mr. Benny Boy is donezo. And the Steelers are probably donezo too this season. All right. And then my second, not overreaction. And this one I feel pretty strongly about right now. The Rams are the best team in the NFL. Yeah, you know, I actually did predict the Rams. Like, they have a brutally tough schedule, and they still, you know, took care of business against the Bucs last week. Held on to beat the Colts in a hard-fought game. May have lost that game. You know, it is the NFL. Even if they did lose that game, I still think they're the best team in the NFL. They're going to win a lot of games. They play in a tough division. That's why Tampa or Green Bay could still overtake the Rams for the number 1 seed in the NFC, just because those teams play in weaker divisions, even though Carolina is better than we expected. And the Saints are still no slouch themselves. But still, Tampa should win that division rather easily. The NFC West, we'll see this week. Huge game with Arizona and the Rams, but Vegas has the Rams favored by almost a touchdown, which tells you all you need to know. Kyler Murray and the Cards are not expected by Vegas to really hang in that game. And also a little tidbit, Sean McVay is 8-0 in his career against the Cardinals, and all 8 games have been won by 7 or more points, with only one of them actually being a single digits game. Just to let you know, a little stat for you. Yeah, the Rams have owned the Cardinals. I don't know if that's going to change this week, but we will see. That's why they play the games. Anyways, I just want to tell everyone, thank you for following this video. Please like, subscribe, follow me at drewsports.com, Twitter at StuDrew, Facebook Sports Stu with Drew. I am Drew. It's been great. My best bets did not go great, but I did go 11-5 against the spread this week. So, in my column. So please check out drewsports.com. I'll see you guys later. Bye.